Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation for the playoffs. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. And when you take a look at the Trail Blazers, there's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. You know, I don't think they've reached their ceiling yet, but man, what we saw in the playoffs from Damian Lillard and LaMarcus Aldridge as a 1-2 punch from Portland was pretty impressive, Shaq.
Those two do so much, Ernie, in clutch moments. I can't think anyone with more upside than Aldridge and Lillard. Can we replay what happened in Houston last year?
No, I don't know if we can replay that. Do you want us to replay that?
Yeah, I want to see Lillard hit that top of the key shot again.
Yeah, that was something to win the series, wasn't it?
Yes.
How about Parker and Duncan? Do you think they're better than Aldridge and Lillard?
They're the older, better version. But, you know, Lillard and Aldridge, they're the new upcoming version.
Time to send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off. Thank you for joining us.
Let's meet your Portland Trailblazers. At center, a 7-footer from Stanford, number 42, Robert Lopez. At guard, 6'5" from Marquette, number 2, Wesley Matthews. Forward at 6'8" from Le Mans, number 88, Nicolas Batum. At guard, 6'3" from Weber State, wearing number 0, Damian Lillard. And at forward, 6'11" from Texas, number 12, the L-Train, LaMarcus Aldridge. The head coach for your home team is Terry Stotts.
And the Clippers as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. We're live from Portland where the Trailblazers have home court advantage. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. And the Clippers starting 5. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Redick with the bucket.
The Blazers really were elite offensively. Shot it well, passed it well, took care of it. But defense is where they've got to show continued improvement. Last season, Terry Stotts overhauled their defensive principles. But they were still in the bottom third of the league when it came to getting stops.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, a moment ago, Terry Stotts and I were able to chat. I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But, fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are 2 keys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Lopez, a screen on Paul. Lillard attacking. Batum passes to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Matthews kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Griffin. And there's the foul. It's on Nicolas Batum. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Redick with the bucket.
They There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Lillard against Paul. Lillard attacking, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
Now here's Lopez. Batum with the ball, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Barnes kicks to Redick. Barnes against Batum. Pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line. That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Aldridge, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And Redick, were it not for the injuries, is on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul. Well, they finally miss on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Aldridge dishes to Matthews. Buried from 15 feet out.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Paul kicks to Barnes. Clippers moving the ball around. Redick passes to Jordan. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And Redick kicks to Barnes. Into Jordan. Paul outside. To the left wing. Griffin against Aldridge. Lets it go from 14. An even 3-on-3 break. And Matthews with the basket on the assist from Batum.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Paul. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
So they take the lead.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Over to the wing. Batum against Barnes. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Batum. Nobody near Lillard. Goes back up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
2 shots.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season. And as time went on, he cooled off a bit, but as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
Now, here's Redick. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Barnes. Feeds to Paul. Clock at 6. Griffin trying to get open. No good from Jordan.
Well, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Out of bounds. Still Trailblazers ball. 18 seconds.
Here's Lillard. Left side, Batum. Dishes it to Lopez. Back to Batum. Kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 5.
This quarter has not been maybe starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Barnes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Matt Barnes really a good glue guy. Rebounds, defends. He's got better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aflalo's checked in. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 3-point game. And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements. Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He creates so much energy at both ends of the floor. He does a lot of those little intangible things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Outside Matthews. The stupendous finish in traffic. Matthews has got 8 points.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Griffin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And now, in transition, it's Aflalo. Here we go. And that one's good. And now a 5-point Portland lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And Hawes kicks to Barnes. Paul with the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Lillard attacking. That's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Griffin. And that one's good.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Here's Lillard, and now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws down the breakaway jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
So for the Trailblazers, Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. McCollum comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Davis is checked in for Griffin. Turkoglu comes in for Barnes. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Here's Blake. He's guarded by Rivers. And Aflalo kicks to Blake. Back to Aflalo. Shot clock at 6. Good. And the assist goes to Blake. Aflalo's got the game tied up here for Portland.
He had almost a free run to the hoop that time, Kevin. I mean, that was too easy.
And here's Turkoglu from the arc. And he gets it to go. Turkoglu's got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there. You know, the Clippers had really good depth at the guard positions, but last season their lack of depth along the front line was a real problem. One they hope has been solved this season.
Aflalo, that's good. LA's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. The dish to Davis. Can't hit. Now Portland takes it the other way. The feed to Aflalo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Blake passes to Leonard. McCollum dishes to Blake. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. The second chance effort, and the layup is good. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one. The Clippers trail. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Kicks it out to Turkoglu from deep. Rebounded by McCollum.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
The Clippers shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Crawford outside. And the basket good. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Jamal Crawford. Here's McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Now here's Rivers. Turkoglu kicks to Crawford. It's tipped. Tries to save it. The rebound by Blake.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Aldridge. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. Aldridge has got 5 points so far. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Left side Davis, and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Aflalo. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they've built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. Redick the off guard with Barnes at the 3. And it's Turkoglu in at the point guard position. Now, here's Lillard. They shoot again. Lopez, no luck. Barnes passes to Jordan. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rivers checked in. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, interestingly, guys, Blake Griffin is not one to retaliate for the hard fouls he takes, and some have taken that for a sign of weakness. Coach Doc Rivers said, "That soft label, I don't get it. Guys come in and get their tails kicked. He's more physical than they thought, and they take it personal. What they don't realize is he's not that guy. He's not what they think he is." Kevin?
He doesn't back down, Doris, but he keeps his composure. Thank you. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break. Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage. Well, the fact that Austin Rivers improved substantially in his second season and still has a long way to go tells you how rough his rookie season was. Still a volume scorer, but he's showing signs of being an NBA player, and that's more than you could say 2 seasons ago.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jordan. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul.
A little overeager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
There's the pass to Matthews. Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In Austin Rivers, the son of Clippers head coach Doc Rivers, taken 10th back in 2012. His pedigree certainly played a part in that.
Yeah, it certainly did, no doubt about it. That cuts both ways when you've got the famous last name. But Rivers not the explosive athlete that his father was. He is a creative ball handler. He's got to continue to develop his shot and understanding how to be effective at this level. And I think you've still got to give him some time to see if that can happen.
And that one's good.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You can look at a number of areas where the Blazers improved last season. Really an outstanding year all the way around, but one area they still had trouble with was their depth. That's an area they'll look to shore up going forward.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for Rivers. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, Lillard dishes to Matthews. The 19-foot shot, and that one's good. Matthews has got 4 points in the quarter. Steve, depth definitely something Portland didn't feel comfortable with last year. Last in the league in bench minutes played.
And by a wide margin. I mean, not surprisingly when they were, also last in bench scoring. Hard to tell which caused the other, but, certainly they didn't feel as comfortable.
Hammer time! Hammer time! Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, startling that he'd even try that right now.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Matthews. Fires for 3. They get it again. Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Here's Jordan. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. A shot by Batum, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Crawford outside. Passes to Paul. He feeds it to Barnes. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Barnes has got 6 points.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You can get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. That's 10 straight points now inside.
Pass to Paul. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Covered by Lillard. Crawford drives in. Shot is blocked. And now Portland on the break. Here's Matthews. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. Clippers trail by 5. Here is Paul. He has 5. Here's Griffin. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
It's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Jordan. Soft touch off the glass. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop. He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Griffin's shot is off.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. You saw it on that miss.
Wes Matthews, undrafted out of Marquette. What a career he has carved out with the Blazers, Steve.
Well, you think about it, he started as a rookie with the Jazz, and then the rare restricted free agent that was allowed to change teams. Utah decided not to match Portland's offer, and what a deal that turned out to be for the Blazers. He's been a solid starter for them for 4 years now.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Portland. Davis is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Griffin. Another miss by Griffin.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Paul, no one around him. Feeds it to Barnes. He dishes it to Paul. Here's the three. Matthews with the rebound.
And Matthews really does play with a chip on his shoulder. I mean, long overlooked coming up. Was undrafted, but found a way to make it into the league. He plays tough physical defense. He plays through injury. You can feel and see that drive that he carries to the game. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come.
With the steal. Batum with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Back to Batum. Dishes to Lillard. Here's Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Matthews, the son of a former NBA player, he brings an air of confidence and leadership on the court, which I think helps his team. You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Lopez. Collin comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Paul can't get it to go.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Aldridge, in saying he should have been a starter in last year's All-Star game, probably comparing the Blazers' record at the time to that of Kevin Love's of Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not just team success. I mean, one thing for Aldridge, he takes some tough shots. A 23-point-per-game scorer, but his shooting efficiency was actually below average last season. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one. You know, that mid-range jump shot, maybe an underutilized tool in today's NBA, but it's really serving this team well.
In fact, it very well might be the strongest area of their game offensively.
Crawford kicks to Griffin. Paul outside. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's now 8 points for Chris Paul.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And Aflalo kicks to Batum. Blake for 3. Good. Blake's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Of all the players in the NBA, maybe the only person other than LeBron who is a threat to get a triple-double on a nightly basis is Nick Batum. He just racks up stats in so many categories with such ease.
A different look for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Griffin. And Turkoglu is subbed in for Barnes. Clippers trail by 5. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Crawford. Now the dish to Turkoglu. Clippers moving the ball around. Davis the pass to Paul. Crawford, no one around him. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Aflalo. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Doc Rivers certainly hasn't minced words since joining the Clippers. He's held each player accountable and defined roles. He told DeAndre Jordan he wouldn't run any plays for him, that he just wanted him to focus on defense. Jordan said Doc knows how to reach people. There are egos on every team, and he knows how to control all of that. It's honesty. Refreshing, gentlemen.
Champion with the Celtics is one of the best coaches in the league. Thanks, Doris.
And, you know, Batum becoming a much more active passer over the last couple of seasons. He's still working on his decision-making. His turnovers actually climbed as well, but the Blazers can use another playmaker on the wing, and Batum can fill that void.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Here's Paul. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. Off the inbound. No good off the front iron. And Batum last season had some stretches with huge rebounding numbers. 2 separate 3-game spans, in fact, Steve, with almost 50 boards.
Well, you look at his work on the glass. I mean, he took it to a new level. Over 7 boards a game for the season. That is excellent from the small forward position.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Paul.
Now into the lineup for the Clippers.
Here's a Flalo. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Turkoglu dishes to Rivers. Redick for 3. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's a Flalo. Again, a Flalo missing. Clippers trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Blake. Blake's got 6 assists in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Turkoglu outside. That one's off. Still out of sync. Portland leading by 12. To the middle. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Now Rivers. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Trailblazers lead by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc, what do you think is the main area this team needs to address going down the stretch?
I tell you, every quarter we've had a 2-minute stretch where, guys are playing hard. They're trying to win. But you got to win together by running your stuff. And we're trying to make it up, and the turnovers are killing us right now.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. The second half beginning in just a moment. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is. And he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range. The D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Matthews. He's got 16 points and 1 rebound.
Trailblazers leading by 10.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles, and for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, the second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A.
Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Filling out the wings, it's Matthews and Batum, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Paul against Lillard. Paul kicks to Jordan. Redick for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Redick's got 8.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Paul passes to Griffin. And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
Aldridge with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Matthews has got 21.
And that's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Paul kicks to Redick. Matthews with the steal. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Boy, you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great fourth quarter.
And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Paul outside. Out to the right wing. And here's Barnes for 3. The shot is off.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
The drive by Jordan. Barnes against Batum. They need this one. Paul's shot is off.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
And taken away by Paul. Up the floor. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Lillard against Paul. Lillard attacking. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Now, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
They get it back. Griffin. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And Batum kicks to Lillard. Shoots from 14. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, free points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
Jamal Crawford able to get his shot anytime he wants. Steve, would you say he's the #1 heat check guy in the league right now?
Oh, boy. I mean, he's at the top of the list, no doubt. I mean, he's got that deadly crossover that leads into the pull-up, and it leaves the defender with almost no choice. I mean, you either give up the jumper or he goes right around you and gets to the rim. It's really amazing to watch.
Kicks it out to Paul. Clippers moving the ball around. Crawford missing again.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Right side, Griffin. Nobody near Barnes. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's now 11 points for Barnes. Trailblazers leading by 19. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for, trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that, there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
Barnes dishes to Paul. Crawford passes to Jordan. No good. Good D by Lopez.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
And Lillard kicks to Batum. Here's Aldridge, and he banks in the layup. Aldridge has got 15.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Paul outside. Now the feed to Barnes. It's Crawford on the wing. Great open look there. Crawford's got 5 points in the quarter.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
And Barnes comes to help. Batum attacking Paul with the defensive effort.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Barnes can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 20. Lillard with it. Chris Paul covering. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
You know, sports medicine, really a key part to keeping NBA players on the court. It's getting so advanced, as are most things when it comes to performance and performance enhancement. But I read recently that they've discovered a new knee ligament. You think they have it all mapped out by now, but apparently not. They continue to make new discoveries.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Matthews kicks to Batum. Rivers against Lillard. And the pass to Matthews. 6 to shoot. Batum dishes to Lillard. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. And here's Rivers. He has 6. And here's Barnes for 3. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Aflalo, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Jordan, the pass to Griffin. He kicks to Barnes. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you know, every time these two teams face off, it is Battle Los Angeles. For so long, the Lakers have really owned the city. But the Clippers looking to make up for lost time right now.
The drive by Jordan. Here's Rivers. No good on the 3. Portland leading by 20. And Lillard kicks to Aflalo. Outside Aldridge. Lillard against Barnes. Matthews, no one around him. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper. Matthews has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Here we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
Now Now here's Rivers. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Lillard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a bit of controversy, guys. Last season, Doc Rivers had the Lakers championship banners covered up for Clipper home games.
I thought it was a smart decision, Kevin. I mean, you got to make it your home gym, and all they did was hang up banners of their own players. A smart move by Doc, and you know, the Clippers will forever be in the Lakers' shadow in L.A., regardless of the results of the games.
Batum with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 17 now. And a closer look here at the hustle stat for Portland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other's off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
Here's Rivers. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark. I'll tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Aflalo dishes to Lillard. Outside Matthews. No one near him. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Injuries are such a difficult part of this game.
And from a glance, you really can't tell just how bad it is, but he's going to come out, and we'll find out now how bad it is. He may be done for the game.
Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Blake comes in for Lillard. The Clippers shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Redick passes to Rivers. Shoots a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
You know, one thing you like about Aaron Aflalo, he's an outstanding post-up player for a guard. At 6'5", he's got a real knack for scoring with his back to the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
And for Aflalo, Steve, right around the top 5 in efficiency in the post in the entire NBA last season.
Yeah, and his sweet spot really extends on the court, not just from the post, but all the way to the corners. In fact, he loves to work the baseline, Kevin.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. So it'll be DeAndre Jordan shooting. It's on Nicholas Batum.
DeAndre Jordan has always had a knack for the incredible, and it usually manifests itself in his dunks or blocks. But last year he committed himself more on the defensive end, and it really made a difference for him.
And here's Turkoglu from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And it's Leonard with the jam. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
And as we conclude... And so here are the Clippers. Setting the floor for the Clippers. J.J. Redick is out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Crawford. Then there's Davis. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's Crawford with the 3. Trailblazers leading by 21. Time now for an injury report. Now we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for an update on Wesley Matthews. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly chatted with the head athletic trainer for the Portland Trailblazers. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. That's the kind of injury that will keep him out not just today, but for what could be a lot more games to come, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best, as always.
Well, knowing him, Kevin, I'll bet he can put it behind him as quickly as possible.
Let's hope so, Steve. I know everybody's looking forward to seeing him back out there.
McCollum kicks to Batum. Here's the screen. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Here's McCollum. The three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 21. Passes it to Rivers. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Blake, guarded by Jordan. Leonard with no one around. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. 14 points for Leonard.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
They have found their groove from deep, Steve.
Here's Rivers. His three-pointers off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Batum. Leonard dishes to Batum. Lopez passes to Batum. Tries again, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a season for Robin Lopez a year ago. Career highs in blocked shots and rebounds, especially on the offensive boards where he tied for second in the NBA.
A different look now for Portland. Aldridge comes in for Myers Leonard, and Lillard subbed in for Steve Blake. And Robin Lopez doesn't put up gaudy numbers defensive rebound, but he's very good at boxing out.
Yeah, stats don't always tell the complete story. I think stats sometimes are a shadow of what's going on for real. The numbers are something we look at, but some of the little things that don't show up in the stat sheet help the numbers be what they are. Check out the game for Rivers. He's got 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Kaman comes in for Robin Lopez, and G's subbed in for Nicholas Batum. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Crawford right side, over to the wing. Redick inside the line, and that one's on target from the wing. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Aldridge, wide open, he fires. The quick look, no good that time. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Redick kicks to Davis. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. Pass to Lillard. From 13 feet, it goes down. Lillard's got 17 now, just in the second half.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Jones comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Hudson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Hudson the pass to Hawes. Here's Rivers.
Well, he's come out a bit chilly here in the second half. Not nearly as effective as he was in the first.
And finished off by Kaman.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
And Hawes kicks to Jones. Offensive rebound. Pass to Rivers from deep. And he gets the bucket. Lillard with it. He feeds it to Aldridge. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Hudson. And Hawes now atop the key. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Trailblazers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Feeds to G. Launches it. Kaman trying to break free. And the shot is good.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
On the basket by Jones.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are some tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
And the Clippers making a change here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Davis. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Rivers. And Paul subbed in for Hudson. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, Steve, you were general manager in the NBA and NBA coach now, but you know that teams that know they're not going to make the playoffs will play younger players as opposed to perhaps some veterans, giving those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity.
Back to Jones. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Crawford, no luck. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I think C.J. McCollum has all the makings of an outstanding combo guard. 6'4", great shooter, capable ball handler. He should be able to play either guard position.
And what you like about McCollum, he plays bigger, I think, than his height listed.
During his college career at Lehigh, he averaged 6 rebounds a game and competed well defensively against bigger guards. So he's got a little chip that he plays with, which I like.
And stolen by Aldridge. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
And Lillard kicks to Keeman, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, just a little too lax with the effort defensively on that possession.
Well, I'd say that pretty much sums it up. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, but what a finish, guys. I mean, look at him taking it up high.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
14 seconds on the shot clock. 14.
Here's Jordan. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because didn't really need to double clutch there.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Paul with the ball, and Kamen picks him up defensively. It's stolen by G. Paul against Lillard. That one goes. Count.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
The drive by Paul kicks it out to Jones. Offensive rebound. Crawford outside. Griffin dishes to Jones. Paul for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Aldridge has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And the call will be against Dante Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, starting last season, the NBA added a 3D camera system in every arena to track movements on the court. And some of the shots that those cameras get are remarkable. They can measure just about anything you can think of, and it's opening up a lot of different ways of measuring and dissecting the game. Another example of the overreaching arch of analytics.
And stolen by Aldridge. To the inside. G passes to Keeman. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Leonard, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Hedo Turkoglu's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. The rebound by Blake. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. And that one's good. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.